It's Friday, May 26. In the headlines in local news, Jamaica Teachers Association to meet with Labour and Education Ministries. In business news, the Jamaica Trade Information Portal to be upgraded. Regionally, in Guyana, training and certification of migrants a work in progress. Internationally, Korean airline lands with its door open. In sports news on ICC Men's Cricket World Cup qualifiers. This is the news on PBC Jamaica. I'm Simone Absalom Gill. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security will hold an emergency meeting on Friday with the Ministry of Education and the Jamaica Teachers Association. The meeting follows this week's rolling strike by some teachers across the island. The teachers are voicing their concerns about what they describe as anomalies resulting from the public sector compensation review. Jamaicans are being urged to conserve water and brace for further water restrictions as the country continues to be affected by low levels of rainfall. The National Water Commission is warning customers, especially those in the corporate area and St. Catherine, that its prohibition notice comes into effect on Friday. Under the prohibition notice, water supplied by drought-affected systems must not be used for irrigation of and watering of gardens, lawns, and farms. The ban also applies to the washing of vehicles with the use of a hose and watering or washing of roadways, pavements, paths, garages, or outrooms. Members of the JMMB's Joan Duncan Foundation spent National Children's Day with students of the Old Pira Primary and Infant School in St. Thomas.
The foundation believes that every child has the right to grow up in a loving, nurturing, and safe environment with supportive relationships and access to quality mental health and psychosocial support. That's a big word, don't you, kids? Psychosocial support. We believe in the importance of investing in our children's needs through play, which is why the National Child Month project is so appropriate. The first phase in creating a beautiful playground for the 54 promising students of Old Pira's Primary and Infant School. The JMMB John Duncan Foundation seeks to empower communities to tap into their greatness, and this project seeks to help the school and the children to realize their full potential.
As part of the day's activities, Andrew Hines from the Forestry Department taught the students about the importance of trees and helped them to plant some on the school grounds.
See how bright the blue maho, so we'll be planting a blue maho. We have a couple of fruits that we'll be planting as well. So I would like all of you to participate in this activity, to understand why we're doing this. Just a little information to share. Did you know that Jamaica is currently around 40% forested? No. Does that percentage sound good? No. So what do we need to do? Plant a tree, right? So I encourage you all to plant a tree, because trees have many benefits and it helps to tackle climate change. You know, the more trees there are, therefore the more rain that you'll get, which helps to cool down the place. You can have shade in different areas, food from the fruits that we plant. So everyone, just play your part in helping Jamaica to maintain a land of wood and water. Thank you.
Governor General Sir Patrick Allen proclaimed the third Friday of May each year, starting May 18, 2012, as National Children's Day, urging Jamaicans to help enrich the lives of the nation's children. Time now for the business report with Danita Rodney.
In the extended business report for May 26, Tax Administration Jamaica TAJ is reminding the public that it will open select tax offices this Saturday, May 27, 2023, and will continue to open its door every last Saturday of the month for the remainder of the 2023-2024 financial year. The following tax offices will operate this Saturday between the hours of 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. St. Andrew, Constant Spring, Montego Bay FCJ Building at 11 to 12 Almond Way, Montego Bay Freeport, Mandeville, Savannah Lamar, St. Anne's Bay. The Portmore Tax Office will continue its usual weekly Saturday operations with adjusted business hours 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Jamaica Trade Information Portal JTIP will soon be upgraded. Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce Senator Aubin Hill says the upgrade will make the platform more user-friendly and accessible in Spanish and French.
Establishing the Jamaica Trade Information Portal JTIP has led the government of Jamaica to take a serious look at how we approach trade facilitation, especially exports, and how we collectively can reduce the level of bureaucracy that exists within Jamaica. Constantly, people ask me, why do we have to go through so much hassle to export? They usually name one agency, which I'm not going to do this morning. But we are working. JAMPRO is working with the Trade Board, is working with Customs, is working with the security people to make sure we make it easy but compliantly proper for people to export.
The portal provides access to information on cross-border activities for business owners and investors in accordance with the World Trade Organization (WTO) Trade Facilitation Agreement (TFA).
The Jamaica Trade Information Portal JTIP, launched on May 16, 2019, is in fulfillment of Article 1 of the WTO Trade Facilitation Agreement, which speaks to the publication of information as it relates to cross-border trade activities. The publication of this information has assisted in identifying bottlenecks which facilitates decisions to be made to allow the ease of doing business in our nation. We want to cut out those bottlenecks to make it easy for decisions to be made.
Senator Hill informed that the portal recorded 743 new users this year, which reflects 81% of the total users for April.
And that's just 1 month in April. Through this, though this is encouraging, more needs to be done to increase public awareness and international buying. And we, people from Dubai, from Poland, from Beijing, can sit down and go on our portal and see what it takes to come into Jamaica, and of course Chile too.
Against this backdrop, he urged members of the diplomatic corps to share their home countries' investing and trading opportunities in Jamaica using JTIP. Now for your market updates. In foreign exchange trading for Thursday, May 25, the US dollar sold for an average of $155.21. The Canadian dollar ended trading at $114.30. The pound sterling traded for $192.92, and the euro sold for an average of $166.06. In Jersey trading, the Jersey index declined by 770 points. The junior market index declined by 21 points. The combined market index declined by 916 points. And the All Jamaican Composite Index declined by 1,262 points. Overall market activity resulted from trading in 104 stocks, of which 49 advanced, 44 declined, and 11 traded firm. Stocks advanced for 138 Student Living Jamaica Limited, Caribbean Producers Jamaica Limited, and Carreras Limited. Stocks declined for 138 Student Living Jamaica Limited, Verbal Preference, Access Financial Services Limited, and AMG Packaging and Paper Company Limited. Trading firm were Virgin Paints Jamaica Limited, Cargo Handlers Limited, and Community and Workers of Jamaica CCU Deferred Share. The overall volume leaders were Trans Jamaican Highway Limited with over 3 million units, Wigton Wind Farm Limited ordinary shares with over 2 million units, and Fosrich Company Limited with over 1 million units. In regional stocks, in Trinidad and Tobago, zero securities traded. Zero securities traded on the Barbados Stock Exchange. In regional business, the Trinidad and Tobago Unit Trust Corporation has recorded a $52 million profit for the financial year ending 2022. Ayana Carter has more.
Under the theme Embracing Transformation, the Trinidad and Tobago Unit Trust Corporation hosted its 41st annual general meeting on Thursday. Executive Director Nigel Edwards said the UTC is committed to continue navigating to bring improved profitability for its members. As the evolution continues, Mr. Edwards gave an update on the corporation's regional expansion goals.
We launched 3 new mutual fund products. We launched the GK US Dollar Income Fund, the GK Jamaica Dollar Money Market Fund, and the GK Jamaican Dollar Growth and Income Fund. We are super optimistic about replicating the transformative energy that Trinidad and Tobago market has enjoyed over the past 40 years in Jamaica.
With technology being one of the main catalysts in the transformation of the corporation, Chief Operations Officer Natasha M. Davis said efficiency has improved and customers now have easier online options to conduct business and keep up to date with their investments.
Now I ask for your faith to trust that these mammoth technological initiatives, underpinned by an overarching IT infrastructure, have placed UTC in a stronger state of readiness for future product and service deployments, as the new system will allow us to better meet and respond to your needs.
Chief Financial Officer Kerry Maharaj explained that the UTC has maintained for the 5th straight year a high corporate credit rating and is projected to maintain a stable profile over the next 12 to 15 months. He said increased inflation and the Russia-Ukraine war have had its challenges on profits, but is confident in the corporation's financial resilience. In his closing remarks, Mr. Edwards urged investors to trust in the process as the UTC's management team and 500 team members continue to serve.
UTC's business trajectory is prudently mapped, and our investment management philosophy is rooted in our people-centered approach. We aim to build and maintain resilient portfolios to weather turbulent conditions and for you to enjoy competitive returns on your investments.
The Trinidad and Tobago Unit Trust Corporation has maintained consistent profits of over $50 million over the last 3 years. Ayana Carter, TTT News.
In market data for oil prices ticked up as the market weighed conflicting messages on supply from Russia and Saudi Arabia ahead of the next OPEC Plus policy meeting. Brent crude was up 54 cents at $76.80 a barrel, while West Texas Intermediate rose 67 cents to $72.50 a barrel.
And that was the business report on PBCJ. I'm Danita Rodney. Back to you, Simone.
In regional news, in a bid to bring some sanity to the issue of influx of migrants in Guyana, Minister of Labour Joseph Hamilton on Thursday said the United Nations High Commissioner of Refugees has committed to paying for technical and vocational training of migrants through the government's Board of Industrial Training.
In many countries, they have difficulties, so it is for territories to work out their framework. But on and all, we have agreed to where we have to bring some sanity to the migration problem within the Caribbean. We have to bring some structure to it. And the governments will have to lend some support to ensure that it does not upset states. So we have to work out all of these details going forward. We have 2 options as a nation. Either we just leave them be, or we bring them into a formal setting. Leaving them in the informal setting is not good for us from the social side or even the security side. And therefore, the government has allowed for, the Guyana government, where the Ministry of Education, they have allowed for children of migrants to enter school in Guyana. Of course, they participate in our social services as regards healthcare and that. They're not forbidden.
While Barbados appears to be experiencing an overall lull in murders, local officials are worried about the number of homicides in neighboring territories. Speaking during the start of a crime prevention symposium Thursday morning, Attorney General Dale Marshall expressed concern that the worrying trend could expand. Sharika Griffith has the details.
According to Attorney General Dale Marshall, Caribbean nations make up more than half of the top 10 countries with the highest murder rates in the world. Using St. Lucia as an example, he not only highlighted that law enforcement officers from several Caribbean countries were deployed there to assist local police, he stressed the viciousness of the crimes.
There's the story of a 2-year-old child who was shot 8 times. 8 times. One of the things that we have to worry about is the spread of that level of violent crime coming from one country to the next.
Describing that as a frightening prospect, Mr. Marshall also suggested the cost of violent crime is creating a problem for regional economies. In this year's budget, the Barbados Police Service received its highest allocation ever, $130 million. And in recent years, the number of judges has also been increased.
We are having to spend more money, more resources that could have been going to social care, more resources that could have been going to our schools. We are diverting resources from those agencies and putting them in that area to help to fight crime.
But with the minister now responsible for crime prevention, Mr. Marshall is promising contemporary approaches to dealing with crime.
Crime prevention for us is no longer the police officer telling you, put lights outside your house. It is going to be how we get into our communities and try to divert our young men.
The University of the West Indies Cave Hill, through Principal and Pro-Vice Chancellor Professor Clive Landis, said the campus has used its research expertise to suggest solutions to crime and will continue to do so.
This symposium is deliberately looking at the crime problem through a different lens from the usual crime and punishment perspective. Instead of ruminating on the types of punishments that can be issued for crimes that have already taken place, we are seeking to identify practical, focused, and affordable interventions that as a society we can implement to prevent crime before it happens.
According to statistics provided by the Attorney General, there are currently 94 murder cases, 7 for manslaughter, and 287 firearm cases before the courts in Barbados. Sharika Griffith, CBC News.
In Grenada, the shortage of medication at the nation's health facilities continues to be a growing concern, as highlighted by former Health Minister Dr. Clarice Maurice-Curwen.
Member of Parliament for St. Mark, Dr. Clarice Maurice-Curwen, raised a concern about the issue during Tuesday's sitting of the lower house and called on the government to address the complaints of the lack of medical supplies in the country.
I have a long list here, some of them very important, some of them not so important, but all important for health. And since we all agree that health is necessary for health is the health of a country, is the wealth of a country, I want to suggest, Mr. Speaker, that one of the members on the other side be given the responsibility. From time to time, they can decide who they want to, and in collaboration with and acceptance from the Speaker, to let us know, let us on this side know, but also to let the nation know, because there are concerns. And, you know, we need a voice here, a voice that can give answers to the people.
In addressing the situation, Leader of Government Business, Philip Telesford, linked the issue of that of a recurring decimal and stated that the government is coping with the millions owed for medication.
I did speak to the Minister for Health in relation to this particular subject matter, and he informed me, Mr. Speaker, that the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Finance are struggling to come to terms with bills far back as 2021 and 2022.
Telesford revealed that the ministry was forced to source for medication locally.
In international news, a man has been arrested for opening the emergency door of an Asiana Airlines flight as it was landing in South Korea. All 194 passengers survived the flight, which landed safely, but with its door open at Daegu International Airport on Friday. Reports are that 12 passengers fainted while others had breathing problems and were taken to hospital. Yonhap News Agency says a man was arrested upon landing. In sports, Cricket West Indies says West Indies have been drawn alongside the Netherlands, Nepal, United States and hosts Zimbabwe in Group A of the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup qualifier tournament. The ICC has unveiled the 2 group matches scheduled for venues for 10-team tournament from June 18 to July 9. All matches will start at 2 a.m. Jamaica time. West Indies face the United States in the opening Group A fixture on Sunday, June 18 at Takashinga Cricket Club, followed by Nepal on Thursday, June 22 at Harare Sports Club. West Indies meet hosts Zimbabwe on Saturday, June 24 at Harare Sports Club. The 4th preliminary match will be against the Netherlands on Monday, June 26. All points won in the groups will be carried over to the Super 6 stage, apart from those gained against the bottom 2 from each group. The final match will be played at Harare Sports Club on Sunday, July 9. The 2 finalists will both progress to the ICC Men's World Cup 2023. In a bit of sad news, Tina Turner is dead at the age of 83. The iconic singer died at her home in Switzerland on Wednesday after battling a number of health issues in recent years, including cancer, a stroke, and kidney failure.
Tina Turner sang about broken hearts and lofty dreams with equal parts gusto and cynicism. But her 1984 hit, What's Love Got to Do With It, gave the little girl with the big voice a second chance at stardom, and with it, musical icon status.
Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken?
Turner was born Anna Mae Bullock in 1939 to a family of poor farm workers in Tennessee. A singer since childhood, she had a few early hits on rhythm and blues radio. But Bullock's first taste of international fame came in the 1960s, when she and her husband fronted the Ike and Tina Turner Revue. Their rendition of the song Proud Mary was the Revue's biggest hit. Ike repeatedly abused Tina physically and sexually throughout the marriage. Tina fled Ike in 1976 and filed for divorce. She spent the following decade trying to rebuild her career. Most record labels didn't want to work with Turner. As a mother in her 40s, she was considered too old for pop stardom. However, Capitol Records took a chance, and by the end of 1984, Turner's album Private Dancer was at the top of the charts. Turner won 3 Grammy Awards for Private Dancer.
We all a part of God's great big family.
Sang on the charity record We Are the World, and had a starring role in the film Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Today is necessary to kill a man. What do you say?
Turner was now a bona fide global star. Her concerts routinely sold out on 6 continents. Turner toured until she was 70. Her final concert celebrated her 50 years in music. She published 4 memoirs, produced a Broadway musical about her life.
If they're still giving me awards at 81, I must have done something right.
And was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice. Turner married her longtime partner in 2013, finally achieving her dreams of musical success and true love.
Time now for more entertainment news with Alicia Steele.
Hello and welcome to PBCJ's E-News. I'm Alicia and I'm thrilled to bring you some exciting news today. Shenseea has made a generous offer to pay the tuition of 2 college students and is also giving away 10 MacBooks. We'll also be covering other important stories, including the recent passing of Boom Dynamite. So keep watching for more updates and interesting news. Dancehall artist Shenseea celebrates Yang Day on May 20 every year. This year, she announced that she will be paying 2 students' college fee and will be giving away 10 MacBook Pros. She also posted a video on Instagram of her doing a school tour at the Merle Grove High School for girls. Shenseea has made it a tradition to give back to Jamaica on Yang Day. Last year, she paid the tuition of 2 college dropouts so that they could go back to school and earn their degrees. This year, she announced on her Instagram account that she would be paying the tuition for 2 more students and giving away 10 MacBook Pros as stated above. Shenseea's actions are a great example of how celebrities can use their platform to give back to their communities. Her generosity will undoubtedly make a difference in the lives of the students she has helped. Alaine and Dexter Daps have released a new single, Setia, which is a reggae ballad that blurs the lines between R&B and soul. The song features the 2 artists' incredible vocals and chemistry, and it is sure to be a hit with fans of both genres. The song's lyrics are about a couple who are in love and grateful for each other. The melody is catchy and the harmonies are beautiful, making the song a joy to listen to. The video for the song is also well done, and it perfectly captures the emotions of the song. Setia is a great example of what happens when talent, passion, and chemistry come together. It is a song that is sure to stay with you long after you hear it. Setia.
1 in a billion, not gonna leave you, baby, never. I see God in you, you see God in me, this is heaven. More than a fantasy, a reality is better. Setia, Setia, Setia.
Boom Dynamite, a former member of the Scare Them crew, died in a hospital in the US on May 21st, 2023. Dynamite, whose real name is Herman Stewart, was hospitalized in April after a car accident. He was released from the hospital a few days later, but his condition worsened and he died. Dynamite was a popular DJ in the 1990s. He was a member of the Scare Them crew, which also included Nitty Kochi, Harry Toddler, and Elephant Man, which was closely aligned with Bounty Killer. Dynamite's death is a sad loss to the dancehall community. Rest easy, Boom Dynamite. As we come to the end of today's broadcast, this is Alicia signing off from PBCJ's E-News. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you found the show enjoyable. I'd like to take a moment to give a special shout out to Hair Addictions Collections. Check them out on Instagram at Hair Addiction Collections for high quality and affordable wigs with a wide range of styles to choose from. Once again, thank you for joining us, and remember to live an entertaining lifestyle.
Thanks, Alicia. That's the news on PBCJ. You can follow us on our social media platforms at PBCJamaica. Thank you so much for watching.